Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas, Bicolano vlogger broadcast journalist from Albay. Ang sabi dito sa balita mga kababayan, yung COMELEC, mag-i-issue na ng show cause order to contractor behind 30 million donation kay Cheese Escudero. Tapos, di ba mga kababayan? Haboli na. Yan na. COMELEC Chair George Garcia said the full body would seek an explanation from a government contractor who admitted to donating 30 million pesos to the 2022 campaign of Senator Francis Escudero. Bakit doon sa contractor, hindi kay Cheese? Si Cheese yung tumanggap. Iba dapat si Cheese at may pananagutan. Kung may pananagutan man, yung nagbigay, mas mabigat yung tumanggap ang pananagutan. Di ba yun ang sabi po ninyo? Nakakalito itong si COMELEC Chair George Garcia. So, sabi ni Garcia, a show cause order would be sent to Lawrence Lubiano of Centerways Construction to ask him to explain why he should not be charged with an election offense for making a prohibited donation. After receiving the contractor's response, Garcia said, COMELEC would next seek the candidate's explanation. Mabuti naman. Akala ko si Lawrence Lubiano lang yung i-issuean ninyo ng show cause order. Pati pala si Cheese. Di okay. The COMELEC has first to establish that a donation was given and that the donor was a government contractor. Paliwanag po niya. Section 35C o 95C ng Omnibus Election Codes kasi prohibits campaign contributions from natural and juridical persons who hold contracts or subcontracts to supply the government of any of its divisions, subdivisions, or instrumentalities with goods or services or to perform construction or other works. At si Cheese Escudero pwedeng makulong up to 6 years. And disqualification yata, yun ang yan ang pwedeng maging sentensya niya. Perpetual yata. So, kailangan talaga, mga kababayan, magsimula na tayo na maglinis. Tulad ng ginagawa ngayon ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Ngayon, sa Senado, dumipensa si Jingo Estrada. Nag-privilege speech kanina. Tapos, nagdebate yung mga senador tungkol doon mga kababayan sa pag-detain. Hindi na ibinalik sa Senado si Engineer Bryce Hernandez kasi sabi niya doon sa Congress, TRICOM, huwag na ninyo ako anyang ibalik sa Senado. Takot siya kasi in-expose si, sinabit si Jingo at saka si Villanueva. O ngayon, pakinggan muna natin yung naging depensa ni Jingo Estrada. Nagpopuyo sa galit si Jingoy. Sabi niya rito, I have been jailed, vilified, crucified, and publicly humiliated. Senator Jingo Estrada firmly denies former DPWH official Bryce Hernandez allegations, linking him to anomalous flood control projects, asserting that he will not be silenced by efforts to weaponize his past. Hindi ako natatakot at lalong hindi ko papayagan na gamitin ng masasamang tao ang nakaraan ko para lamang patahimikin ako, sabi ni Jingoy. Ito yung parte ng kanyang privilege speech kanina sa Senado.
I was told that if I continue to actively participate in the investigation on ghost flood control projects, I will become an easy target. An easy target, they say, because of accusations hurled against me in the past relating to the PDAF issue. Mr. President, I told these people, warning me, and as I have stated at the start of the Senate investigation into these public works anomalies, hinarap ko po sa hukuman lahat ng kasong inihain laban sa akin. Hindi lang ako sumuko ng kusa nung ako'y pinaratangan at ikinulong. Ako po'y nakipaglaban ng patas sa proseso ng batas at hustisya at naghintay ng matagal na panahon sa pagdating ng hatol sa mga kasong ito. Hindi po ako nawala. Hindi po ako nagtago. Hindi po ako tumakas. O nagbintang ng mga taong walang kinalaman sa mga akusasyon laban sa akin. At great cost to my family, my freedom, and my political career, I have acquitted myself of the grave charge of plunder before the bar of justice and the legal system we are all sworn to uphold. Should that sad and dark chapter of my life be a reason for me now to do nothing, say nothing, and just keep quiet when my job as an elected senator of this country calls on me to take a stand and expose these people? No, Mr. President, I cannot and will not shirk from my sworn duty to ferret out the truth. I will not be silenced when I know I can contribute something to the task at hand. I will continue to do my best to be worthy of the support that I was generously given by the people who elected me back to this Senate. Tama nga nagbigay ng babala sa akin. I am an easy target. Kaya isang araw pagkatapos ko sabihin na dapat i-contempt ang sinungaling na si Bryce Hernandez, tumakbo siya sa Kongresa mababang kapulungan para ilako ang isang kwento na sa tingin niya ay madaling paniwalaan. Hindi lang yun. Paulit-ulit niyang sinasabi ang akala niya safe siya. Walang galang na. Halatang galing pa sa isang script na binabasa. Marami sa akin ang nagsasabi, huwag kong patulan ang isang tao na sa sobrang kapal na muka, nakuha pong magkasino habang iniimbestigahan ang mga krimen niya dito sa Senado. Mr. President, kung nakuha kong humarap sa kaso at tanggapin ang kaparusahan ng isang krimen kung saan ako'y napawalang sala, lalong kayang-kaya kong harapin ang isang Bryce Hernandez na lantarang sinungaling at magnanakaw. Ang sabi nga ni Senator Marcoleta, safe ka na. With due respect to our colleague, hindi po, Senator Marcoleta. Hindi ikaw, hindi ako, at lalong hindi safe ang taong bayan. Hanggang may mga Bryce Hernandez na engineer ng kasinungalingan at pandarambong ay hindi tayo safe. Hanggang may mga ghost projects sa DPWH at iba pang ahensya ng gobyerno, hindi safe ang pera ng bawat Pilipino na nagbabayad ng buwis. Isipin na lang ninyo, takot na takot ang mga kababayan natin basta BAR na ang kaharap habang may mga walang konsensang tao na isinusugal lamang sa kasino ang pera ng pinaghirapan at pinuno nilang ibayad.
Ngayon, question ni Bato de la Rosa kung bakit daw hindi binalik sa Senado si Bryce Hernandez, Engineer Bryce Hernandez. Bakit sa PNP Custodial Center? Yan
You
po.
are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. The last time I know that Bryce Hernandez was cited in contempt and was issued a commitment order to the USAA detention room. May I know the whereabouts of that Bryce Hernandez right now, Mr. President?
Well, according to the newspaper accounts that I've read, I think they had our Senate President and the Speaker of the House had an agreement to commit Bryce Hernandez at the PNP Custodial Center at Camp Crame.
May
If I'm
I
correct, Mr.
clarify?
President.
May I clarify that quite accurate answer by Senator Estrada for the information of Senator De La Rosa and the public. Yesterday, after the hearing, during the hearings that they were conducting in the House, Speaker Martin Romualdez called me and said that their committee was allowing Mr. Hernandez to remain in the House and in the House of Representatives, and that he was requesting that he not be returned back to the Senate because of some fear for his life. That is according to him. So what I did was I asked the Speaker what he plans, because we cannot allow that. I said he is under our custody and therefore he is in contempt in the Senate. Pag iniwan namin sa inyo, sabi ko, ibig sabihin niyan para namin pinawalan.
Correct,
Kaya
Mr.
hindi ako
President.
pumayag. Correct. So
Correct.
what I did was I asked the Sergeant at Arms to bring Mr. Hernandez to the PNP Custodial Center, and that is where he is now. Still under the care of the OSAA.
Mr. President, is there a possibility that we can commit him back here in the Senate?
Of course, during the he's still under custody of the Senate, and therefore
Let him be jailed here, Mr. President.
indirects. We had to give in to the request of the Speaker that he be not returned here as.
Yeah, but Mr. President, I think as we speak, the jurisdiction of the person of Bryce Hernandez belongs to the Senate.
Yes, and that's why we can call him here anytime we need him.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah. That's recognized.
Sir President, on that
Minority
point,
Leader is recognized.
may I know, Sir President, will that be the new rule? Because under the present rule, kung sino may jurisdiction, siya yung magde-decide. So for example, siya ay incarcerated under RTC. So magpapaalam tayo sa RTC kung pwede nating hiramin. So nagpaalam sila sa atin kung pwede natin nila hiramin yung witness. Kasi insulto po sa atin yung sabihin may mangyayari sa kanya dito. Unang-una po, 24 tayo na lahat independent. Sinabi na rin po ng Senate President na ginagalang natin na independent ang Senate. Never naman po nagkaroon ng problema dito. ZTE, Pangulo pa. I remember dito, munti kaming maghablutan if Senator Lacson remembers with former Congressman Andaya, with our other witnesses, with Secretary Neri. Di ba, parang may PSG pa atang pumasok, whatever, no? But we were able to handle it well and come to a conclusion. My point, Mr. President, is this. What if the reverse happens now? What if we borrow a witness from the House? Papaya, is that the new rule now? Na PNP custodial na? Or
Matapos po ng debate, si Marcoleta, si Ping Lacson, nagkasundo sila na alisin sa PNP custodial pero hindi man di na ibalik sa Senado. Under Senate, dinala na lang mga kababayan sa Pasay City Jail imbes na PNP Custodial Center.
The status is we were in debate about the status of the witness, Bryce Hernandez, Mr. President. So I think in consensus, would you like to make the motion, Mr. President, on where to? Yes, Mr. President. Therefore, yes. Can we recognize Senator?
Senator Jinggoy
Can I just make a
Estrada is
motion,
recognized.
Mr. President, Majority Leader? I move that we commit Bryce Erickson Hernandez to the Pasay City Jail, Mr. President.
I second the motion of the good.
Any objection? Chair and the chairman of the Blue Ribbon concurs.
So yan po nangyari. Nag-consensus na lang po na wag sa wag doon sa PNP custodial. Nagkasundo na lang, pero hindi man sa Senado, sa Pasay City Jail. Ganun mga kababayan.